What's going on, everybody? I hope your day's been treating you alright. Something's been on my mind lately, and I figured I'd talk about it. You ever notice how hard it is to actually relax now? Feels like everybody's carrying something all the time. Work stress, bills, pressure, social media, trying to keep up with everybody else online, bigger bikes, more money, more success, more followers. It never really ends. And honestly, I think a lot of people here today are carrying tomorrow before tomorrow even gets here. There's a verse I've been thinking about a lot lately while riding home. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow it will worry about itself. Matthew 6:34. I don't think Jesus was saying life won't be hard. Life is always going to have responsibilities. There are always going to be bills to pay. There are always going to be things that go wrong, plans that fall apart, people who disappoint us, and situations that we cannot control. I think what he was warning us against was allowing the worry to completely take over our lives. Because worry has a way of stealing today from us. You could be sitting in a beautiful place, you could have a roof over your head, food on the table, people who care about you, and still spend the entire day mentally living in a future that hasn't happened. I've done it, and maybe you have too. You start thinking about work tomorrow, then next week's problems, then something that could happen 6 months from now. Then before you know it, you're stressed out over situations that might not ever happen, and that's exhausting. I think a part of the reason why so many feel burned out all the time, not because they're physically carrying too much, because they're mentally carrying too much too. We're all carrying today's problems, tomorrow's problems, next month's problems, and everybody else's problems too. Then we wonder why we feel so overwhelmed. Another verse that's been hitting me lately is Proverbs 14:30. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Think about that for a second. Envy rots the bones. That's a strong language. And honestly, I think social media has made that problem worse than ever. Years ago, you compared yourself to the people around you. Now you're comparing yourself to thousands of people every day without even realizing it. You open your phone and someone has a new truck, a bigger house, a nicer bike, more subscribers, more views, more money, more success. And if you're not careful, you start measuring your own life against everybody else's highlight reel. I've caught myself doing it before, especially with YouTube. You spend hours working on a video, filming, editing, creating thumbnails, writing descriptions, uploading, then you see someone else get results faster than you. And suddenly all the joy disappears. Nothing about your situation changed. The only thing that has changed was comparison. And comparison is one of the fastest ways to kill commitment. Funny thing is, no matter what level you reach, there's always someone ahead of you. Always. Somebody with a bigger channel, a bigger bike, a better camera, more experience, more money. The finish line keeps moving. That's why I think commitment is something we have to choose, because you're never going to accidentally find it. Commitment doesn't mean you stop working hard. It means you stop setting goals. It doesn't mean you stop trying to improve your life. It just means peace isn't dependent on reaching the next milestone. You can work hard towards something without letting it control you. And honestly, that's something God has been teaching me a lot over this last year. Because even if we're being real, life gets loud. Everybody wants your attention, notifications, emails, news, social media, arguments, opinions, algorithm. It's like the world is competing for every second of your attention. That's the one reason I love rides. Whenever I'm riding, everything gets quieter. Not necessarily around you, but inside your head. When the helmet goes on, the phone stays in your pocket, and the road is in front of you. And for a while, all the noise starts fading away. A lot of the times after work, these rides become a reflection time for me. Sometimes prayer, sometimes thinking, sometimes just enjoying the fact I'm alive and able to be out here. And honestly, some of my clearest thoughts happen on my motorcycle. Maybe it's because there aren't as many distractions. Maybe it's because you're forced to be present. Maybe it's because God's creation has a way of slowing us down if we let it. I don't know. But usually I come back feeling lighter than when I left. Not because all my problems disappeared, they're still here. Work will still be here tomorrow, responsibilities will still be here, life will somehow still be here. But for a little while, I stopped carrying all of it at once. And maybe that's whenever peace starts. Not when life becomes perfect, not when every problem gets solved, not when we finally have enough money, enough success, enough followers, enough stuff, or enough security. Maybe peace starts whenever we stop trying to carry everything ourselves. I've had many people tell me they're going to unsubscribe if I keep talking about my faith. And honestly, I think that's okay. I'm never going to force anyone to believe what I believe. That's not what this channel is about. This channel started because I enjoy riding motorcycles, camping, exploring backroads, and sharing adventures. That still hasn't changed. But if I'm going to share my life honestly, then I'm also going to share things that matter most to me, and faith is one of those things. These rides aren't just about motorcycles for me anymore. They're also about reflection, growth, and perspective. And sometimes sharing thoughts maybe somebody out there needs to hear. Even if it's just one person, because the truth is, we're all carrying something. Every single one of us. Some people just hide it better than others. Maybe you're stressed out at work. Maybe you're worried about money. Maybe you're dealing with something nobody else knows about. Maybe you're exhausted. Maybe you're discouraged. Maybe you're just trying to figure out your next step. Whatever it is, I hope this reminds you that you don't have to carry tomorrow's today. Maybe peace starts whenever we stop trying to carry things God never asked us to carry it all at once. Not next week, not next month, not every possible problem that might happen in the future. Just today, one step, one day, one prayer at a time. Tomorrow will come when it comes. Until then, focus on what's in front of you. Anyways, I appreciate you guys riding along with me today. If you got any thoughts on this, let me know down in the comments. I genuinely like to hear them. Until next time, stay safe, stay wild, stay grounded. I'll catch you on the next adventure.